Hey guys, we are opening this video where work is already underway on that crazy steep fence I talked about in the last video. So I've got 3 T-posts driven into the ground. I'm going to use welded wire starting at the chain link post and then down to each one of these posts and then hooking it onto the fence. Well, it might not be beautiful, but nobody's ever going to see it, and it serves the purpose. I'm just glad it's finally done. Compared to that, this one should be easy. All right, good news and bad news. Good news is I'm done, and it was easier than I even thought it would be. The bad news is I just locked myself in this new piece of property. I'm completely fenced in. And I lost my needle nose pliers. So I'm gonna call Emily on the phone. She'll put a ladder over the fence so I can crawl back onto our side. As if I didn't already feel like a stranger on my own property in a piece that I hardly ever come on, now I'm literally locked out of my property. My hero!
So I'm curious, what would you have done if I wasn't home right now?
Probably over there crying. All right, I'm safe, and I found my pliers. Now, I watched a couple of YouTube videos on the correct way to cut a piece of chain link. Well, you really don't cut it. You kind of unweave it. I'll show you in a second. So basically, I need my pliers, I need bolt cutters, and a reciprocating saw. So I've got everything but the saw. We run and get that, and we'll get started. After 29 months of living here with very little access to that piece of my property, that ends right now. I will no longer be a stranger on my own property. And honestly, that was so much easier than I thought it would be. It's killing me right now to not just jump ahead and take down the rest of it and just enjoy the wide openness of this. I was keeping it up so that we could have some animals grazing over there. But I could always put electric fencing. I have tons of it. But I would need a new energizer. Oh, I'm so conflicted. All right, I'm going to at least sleep on it. Yeah, I'm going to sleep on it. Okay, so I did something even better than sleep on it because it's still the same day. Been about 10 minutes. But guess what? Before I talk about that, we're getting our third load of dirt for the day. Awesome. Anyway, instead of sleeping on it, I ran it by Emilie because I was thinking Bill's going to be pushing the dirt, but he's going to want to take all these old logs and push them down first and then cover them over. And he can't do that with the fence here. So I'm going to take it all down. And then if I need to, I'll put up electric fencing. I'm not going to take this piece down here. If I need to, I can run a fence to block this entrance off because this is the vegetable garden here. So I can at least keep the animals out of the garden. All right, so I'm nervous, but I'm going to let Bella, you done scratching? I'm going to let Bella into the new property and see what happens. Even though I know it's fully fenced, it's new, so I'm worried she is going to end up like Adam. Remember Adam?
Adam!
Let's see. Come here, Bella. It's okay. Come on. Come here. Good girl. I know, it's weird, huh? It's so weird. What do you think? You need to start marking your territory over here. All right, I'm going to take down the rest of that fence. It's amazing. That wasn't a wood fence, like a solid wood fence, but it's still just incredible how it changed the look. It's just so open now. And once I get all these logs out of here, so you can't see where the fence line was, it'll just be so nice. So we have to go down to San Diego tonight because Noah has an away basketball game. And so I don't have time to really get into the whole digging of the trench for the wall today. So I think I'm going to replant the orange tree and plant the 2 fruit trees I bought this weekend. So I got the lemon tree. I think I've been calling it an orange. It's a lemon tree. I got it replanted. And I went ahead and topped up all of the other pots with potting soil. And I gave everything a really good watering in. And then I planted the peach and the plum tree and gave them a little bit of a trim. Basically just took out any of the really spindly growth, cut the tops off after or just above an outward facing bud. That way it's going to make the whole tree start to produce outward facing branches. I didn't prune any of the citrus because it's not time for them yet. You want to wait until after your last frost date to get that done. I also didn't fertilize any of the citrus because you generally want to wait till about a month before your last frost date to do that. So I'll probably do that in the next couple weeks. So my favorite thing to do is bring big grass clumps that are growing, just bring them right to Daisy. Oh, you're so tough. Cows only have teeth on the bottom, and then they have like a hard plate up top, so they can't really like bite you. I mean, I guess they could, but they kind of wrap their tongue around the grass and rip it off. Oh, and when it's tough, they yank it hard. She can't even wait for me to get it down. I gotta go up and close the electric fence. I had it down for the guys to deliver the dirt, but just in case Bella gets out here in the pasture, I don't want to forget that. So see, they brought all this and this today. Uh-oh. I thought I was able to go in for the night, but some of this dirt is in the way of where these wires go. So now I'm gonna have to dig some of that out. Was not wearing the right shoes for that job. So a few videos back, I mentioned that we were taking down our Christmas decorations inside the house. And I got comments saying, no, you have to leave those up until the 6th. And then on the video that came out yesterday, I had some comments about why do I still have my Christmas decorations up? And yesterday was the 9th. And most of it was filmed before that, by the way. So apparently you only have 2 days to take down your Christmas decorations, the 7th and the 8th of January. And if you don't do that, you are a... There. Are you happy? Everything's boring again. Just kidding. I was already planning on taking it all down today anyway. I'm going to be composting all of these poinsettias. The ones from Costco that are on either side of the garage, though, I'm going to be keeping these, taking care of them all this season, and then probably planting them in our tropical garden. But then I'll be taking cuttings of them to hopefully have nice full pots next year for Christmas. And Emily wants to leave the lights on the fence going down to Daisy's corral as long as possible. I'll give her till the end of January or until you guys complain again. It's a few days later and Bella wants me to let you know that I just let her out of her kennel for the last time this morning. Right? Right? Yeah. Her heat cycle is over, so we're very happy about that. Now for me, it's a few days later, like I said, and I have not yet heard from the doctor. We're going on, it's been a week yesterday since the MRI, and I've been really good. I've been really calm. I think your comments in the last video, or 2 videos ago, really helped, so thank you. I'm taking the no news is good news approach. If you're wondering what this is on her forehead, no, she did not sign up for Ash Wednesday early. I was actually smoking a brisket yesterday. And afterwards, I saw that the little bucket that hangs here to collect the fat was gone. And then I found it empty and realized she pretty much devoured it and left a little telltale grease mark on her forehead.
Yep, it's fat. I drank fat.
We had a lot of rain yesterday morning, which collapsed the easy up and filled the different sections with water. And I didn't have time yesterday to do anything about that. And this morning, there was ice on top of all of those sections. We had another cold night last night, and I'm kind of worried because when I came out here this morning, this cover had been pulled back or blown back, and this was all exposed. And I do see some damage, so I don't know how much more severe it's going to get as the day goes on. But we had to also do something this morning that I don't know if I've ever had to do. We've been cleaning out the garage, so our car's been outside, and there was ice all over the windshield. So we had to literally sit there, use the defroster for what it's for, rather than just kind of unfogging the windows, and run the windshield wipers back and forth. And after about 3 minutes, the ice all came off and I was able to take Noah to school. Bill's coming Monday, so this weekend I have to get all this area cleared out. Obviously not the pallets of the stone, but I got to move all of these fruit trees. I've got to move this raised bed with the hoop house on it. That's not going to be easy. And then just get all this junk out of here so that he has a clear path to move all this dirt down into this new area. More ice. I know you all laughed at me last time. It's weird. What I didn't tell you was the ice that I took out of this last time and put on the ground in pieces, it was still there the next day, which is just crazy for me. So before I sign off, I just want to plug that tomorrow is the first episode of the season for Next Level Gardening, and we're going to be talking about getting ready to start seeds. So I hope to see you all there.